Okay, cool. Bet. So what's up, you guys? What's up, my ladies and my gents? It's me, Sanaya here. And today I am making a video about basically a logo for my YouTube channel. So that is what this is today. As you can see, we're in Canva and that's what we're working on. So we're just basically about to see the whole process and everything that I'm doing to make my logo. The inspiration behind this logo, at least what I was thinking about as I was making it, I was thinking like, okay, I want this to be cool. I wanted to, of course, represent the purpose of this, which is growth and not limiting ourselves. So that's why this channel will be literally whatever. It doesn't have any type of like, there's no limit to it. It's really whatever I'm feeling and thinking about. Also, I need to make a video because it's been basically probably about a month. And my goal this year is to try to post at least one video a month just to get like going, just to have some type of sort of kind of consistency. Aside from all of that, I wanted to say thank you guys so much. The people that like viewed my video previously, last time I checked, I had about like, I don't know, around 37, it might even be 40 views now on the last one, and I had about 4 likes, so I haven't checked it again, but to me that's, people's time is very valuable to me, so the fact that, that many people actually looked at my video was surprising. I really wasn't expecting it to happen, so I am truly grateful and thankful. So, as we are now inside this video, because this is a voiceover, this isn't even like me doing it, anyways, because I have to screen record and blah. I'm still learning things, so this was a fun process, but I'm familiar with Canva, so I haven't used it in a while though, so I did forget a great deal of things, and I need to pay for the Pro again. But I figured I didn't need it for this, and I really didn't, so it's fine. Anyways, so the first thing I set out to do was to figure out what I wanted. I think at first I had like an image in my head, but then when I was starting to do this, I was like, I kind of need like some sort of type of word, and I was like, what's the name of the YouTube channel? And I'm like, oh yeah, go move different. So that's what I decided to do. I felt like the colors were going to be very important in this, so you see me like messing around with the colors. I mean, that was a few seconds ago, but whatever. This is my first time doing it, so we're just gonna go with it. Anyways, so I figured the colors, I did red for go because I wanted something that like screamed kind of sort of like urgency, and then I felt like move, I wanted it to be like fluidity. I didn't want it to be rigid, so I felt like green was a good color. And then different, I like how, it was like a different fading. Like it wasn't like the same thing, which like different. So I feel like it worked out for what I wanted. At least now. You're gonna see later, I kind of switched it up a little bit with the same thoughts in mind for it. So then at this point, I'm typing in, trying to get my background image because I need an actual image. And I pretty much loved almost all of these. The ones I clicked on, of course, I love all of them. They all kind of screamed out to me. I'm not the biggest fan of AI in general, but I do think what it does well, it does super well because I'm not that, gifted when it comes down to making images. So this was very nice and fun for me. I got a little bit of allergy, so just excuse the sniffling. Anyways, so this was very fun for me just to look at these different images, things that I could only imagine, but I couldn't create. And just like that, AI has it right there for me. So this is very nice use of this thing, this tool. And yeah, I feel like I'm exercising it well. I don't use it more than what I need to. But this is something that I found was cool. So I like this first image, as you can see, because I'm playing around with that one. I liked it, but I feel like it was still too rigid. And like the basketball theme, I put all those different words there for a reason, but I like the background image. I love the like light that it showed as well. It was very cool. But as I was doing this too, I was like, let me switch up and change up the word, because I didn't feel like that the words popped out enough like the way I wanted it to. And I feel like those 3 key words they're very key for like my agenda, so to speak, right? So I'm playing around with it, but I kind of already know, like, I don't know how much I really like that. So you'll just see me messing around with the colors in this other one, because I was trying to see like, okay, different colors, how does it look to me, And so I was just trying to, again, figure out how these things look to me. So further along in the process, I'm just, again, playing around with the colors, figuring it out. It was weird because I kind of liked it, a lot of this, but it was still just like, not hitting. So I think I was really tittering because I wanted it to be dark. Like I wanted it to be black a little bit because I really love black, but it just wasn't hitting right for this specific image. So I was like, okay, you know what? No, but the yellow did, the gold did really, really, really help. So I was like, this is cool. But then I was like, okay, the words again weren't hitting right either. So I was like, okay, I need to change the font. That was like the thing I was missing beforehand. And I'm glad I waited because I don't think I would have picked the font that I did. It was a few of these that I liked, that I was just messing around with. Like, I kind of hit that faded one a lot, but I decided not to go with it because it didn't go either. And as I was doing this process, I realized that the colors kind of needed to be changed as well, even though I liked them at first too. So you're about to see that like probably a few moments from now. And then I had to position this. I mean, doing things like this definitely helped me see how important positioning is, and color theory, all those things is to making a good image. Because if you have one of those things off, it does not look right. But when you fix it and you get it all together, it's really nice. Also, part of the reason for my positioning, I wanted the words not to all end up in the same spot to further enhance the theme of moving, doing, and going forth in your life. Things not just staying in the same spots. So that was kind of the purpose of that. And it just ended up being nice. So then the move, I tried to make it black and I'm like, it wasn't hitting. I didn't like it. So then I was like, nope. But then I ended up making it this grayish bluish color, and I thought like, okay, cool, perfect. And then I made the gold black because I thought that was a nice, I like the way the colors kind of fade into each other. At least that was my thought process when I made it. I really like this design, so I'm gonna keep it. I do feel like this is a prototype in my mind because I think I could do better. But just starting off, I think that this is decent, and with how much time I had as well to do all of this, I'm like, this isn't bad. This in total took me about 30 minutes to do, but I cut down this video to like almost 10 minutes because I'm trying to make like my videos like 10 minutes, just get in the habit of making 10-minute videos that are decent. Anyways, so I think this was definitely good exercise in my skills. So then again, I'm just positioning it. At this point, this is pretty much the image. It doesn't change too much from here. Just some small details. And I tried to do like some additional things with this. Like I was trying to like just see what else I can add, but sometimes simple is better. And that's another thing too. Sometimes we try to overthink things in life when in real life it's just this simple and we don't have to go that hard. If you hear some stuff in my background, it's just, I can't wait till I get like soundproofing for things like this because it'd be cooler. Right now, I'm literally just speaking into my laptop. It's hilarious, but it is pretty cool. So yeah, I see some things to cut out too as I'm doing this as well. I'm glad I'm watching it up to this point because sometimes you don't notice how much you have to do. So it's cool. I can't wait till I make enough things where I think bloopers are warranted. But yeah, so right here, I was trying to again find something that had like movement or something because I wanted to kind of have more of that in there. Just again, big on the fluidity of not being rigid. And so I was like, okay, cool. I kind of had the idea of wind in my mind. So then I start typing that in as well in the image. I'm like, let me see what I can find out. It sucks that right now it says the AI is being overused. So I'm just not going to try to generate more of images that I like. Cause that's typically what I do when I'm trying to find a good image. I'm like, okay, this is kind of more so the look I want. Let me see if I can find that. But this definitely does force me to be more descriptive, which is something I like about the AI thing. While yes, is it making these images way easier for me? Absolutely. But it still forced me to be more descriptive. So if you see like at the beginning, I just put in wind and of course, that's not what I wanted. So I had to think hard. Okay, what do I want? I really, really liked this one and I wanted to figure out a way to like put it in the image. Cause I feel like, especially when I got the colors right, I'm like, yeah, this could be cool. I feel like it blended in well. Only problem is that I don't think I had the background remover or whatever for this. And I couldn't make it where like that box, it kind of looks like a thin coat of something, like when like wax, a thin layer of wax, something and it dries up and it's kind of gray. Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. And I didn't want it. But it still looked cool to me. It just, it just wasn't that effective. So it's no point in having it. And that was like one of the last things I was trying to do. I was trying to see again, at this point, I was just trying to see if I could add something more to it. I really liked it at this point in general. I just wanted to still see if I could, if I could add something. So yeah, we're getting close to the end of this. It probably really wouldn't have taken me this long if I wasn't trying to record it and do it, to be honest, because this image wasn't really that hard for me to make. I kind of know and think what I like, well, at least what I find is cool. So relatively, once I got to this point, it was kind of just like, let me just see if I can do more. And I found that, not really. So I just was cool with this pretty much as like the final image, and that was cool. Oh my God, my background. Ignore that. Thankfully I'm not that well known, so that doesn't matter. But Anywho, it's throwing me off. Anywho, so after that, like, I go through the whole process of, downloading the image and just making sure I get it. One thing I feel like you must do when it comes down to these things is definitely make sure that you have the image. But all in all, this is pretty much the end result, and I think it looks so cool. So I hope you guys like the image and it draws people maybe to click on my channel or whatever. Who knows? I'm gonna get into getting more creative, more content, hopefully, and just honing my skills and doing more. That is the goal of this. I'm exercising this, and I hope that everyone who watches feels the same way. So thank you, ladies and gents, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Praise JAH, and peace and love always.